Do you know what you're really paying your financial advisor? If not, perhaps you should ask them because it could be a large chunk of your savings over the years. And joining me now is Ed Wright, a partner at Golden Reserve, a Cincinnati area financial retirement planning firm. And Ed, it's so great to have you back with some great information, I know.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, how often do people understand the full scope of the fees that they're paying their financial advisor?
Yeah, it's really surprising, but it's rare for folks to know what they're paying down to the dollar. I mean, you might have an idea from a percentage standpoint, but if you ask, like, what did I pay last year in advisory fees down to the dollar, most folks draw a blank, and it's really sad.
Yeah, because we know it could add up.
Yeah.
Can you kind of break down the fees for us and what they're actually meant to cover?
Yeah, so there's two main types of fees. Advisory fees, that's the fee you pay the advisor for the advice and guidance that he gives, and he's going to help you pick some investment managers, and there's investment fees that are built into those investments that you choose. So those are the two main types of fees, the advisory fees and the investment fees.
And kind of important to know the distinction there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you're looking at a multi-decade retirement, how much can these fees kind of chip away at your savings?
Right, so it's not uncommon for a financial advisor to charge 1% for the advisory fee, and it's not also uncommon for some of these investments to charge 1%. And it sounds small, right? Like 2%,
right.
It's not that much. But if you think about $1 million portfolio, if you're paying 1% to your advisor, that's 10 grand. If you're paying 1% to an investment manager, that's another 10 grand. That's $20,000 a year coming out of your portfolio, hidden on page 32 of 45, right? And if you add that up over a 20-year retirement, that's $400,000.
Yeah.
A 30-year retirement, that's $600,000 that can add up over a retirement.
And that is a lot of money that we could possibly save.
Yes.
So what's the best way to initiate a conversation with your financial advisor about the fees they charge?
Yeah, I mean, pretty simply, I would just straight up ask, like, hey, what am I paying you for the services that I'm getting? And then what am I paying for these investments that we've chosen? What are the built-in hidden fees inside of these investments? Just so you can get a clear picture.
And you have every right to ask.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
It's your money, you're paying it.
Absolutely. Okay, and for someone who has ignored, avoided, or stopped paying attention to these fees, how can your fee filter help?
Yeah, so for some folks, the thought of asking their advisor what they're paying can be an awkward conversation.
Yeah.
So for folks that want one, we will do a roadmap for retirement. And without having that awkward conversation, we'll run that fee filter for you. We'll dig into the statements, we'll dig into the investment cost, and we'll be able to tell folks exactly what they're paying to their advisors and their investment managers so they can decide for themselves if it's worth it or not.
Yeah, and when it comes to the big picture, that is retirement planning, how can your roadmap for retirement be helpful in that way?
Yeah, so again, that roadmap for retirement, we're gonna run that fee filter so you know what you're paying, but we're also gonna bring in some other tools. The first one, tax map. This tax map's gonna tell us when and how much to take out of our IRAs and our accounts to pay the least amount of tax possible. We're going to run a flashlight to find out how much risk folks are taking, and then our long-term care compass points in some different directions on how they can protect themselves at the end of their retirement from those nursing home costs.
Yes, so many tools at your disposal. I love that.
Yes.
All right, thanks so much, Ed. And if you at home, if you want to learn how to cut your fees in retirement, Ed has a great offer for you. Right now, for the first 5 callers with a portfolio of $500,000 or greater, he's offering a complimentary roadmap for retirement. Now, this will allow Ed's team of retirement planners to create a tax map, fee filter, long-term care compass, market flashlight, and income tent. And they'll do all of this work for no charge or obligation. It's just that important. All you have to do is call 513-912-4335. Again, that number is 513-912-4335.